Hello, my name is Chris. I sing as a countertenor in the St Martin's Voices. I've been singing with them for about 2 years now, ever since I joined the fellowship scheme in 2018. Currently talking to you from Nocton, which is a village just outside Lincoln, Lincoln being where I grew up, and I was actually a chorister at the cathedral there. It is very sad not to be in London singing at St Martin's for the various services and concerts for you all to come and listen to. But it does mean I have the great pleasure of introducing today's piece, which is O Nata Lux by Thomas Tallis. Thomas Tallis is a Renaissance composer known for many, many pieces such as If You Love Me, Lamentations of Jeremiah, Salvator Mundi, and of course O Nata Lux. Tallis, like a lot of English composers of the time, wrote in two different styles depending on what the current king or queen preferred, whether they be Catholic or Protestant. The composer would have to adapt constantly between the two styles. One style would be in English, mostly homophonic, so that means everyone singing in chords, and the text therefore was very audible. The other style being in Latin, polyphonic, so that means lots of different voices singing at different times, coming in at different times, with very ornate writing, and much longer. This piece, O Nata Lux, is mostly homophonic. It's more solemn and prayerful, so the text is very audible. However, it is in Latin. This is probably due to the fact that the collection of pieces that this is from was designed to go around Europe and show off English music. The notes at the beginning of the piece form most of the piece compositionally, as nearly every phrase begins with the same pattern of notes. It's actually become a lot more famous now because a piece by James Macmillan called O Radiant Dawn directly quotes this piece and is often used as a companion piece. So I've seen lots of concerts where they open with O Nata Lux and immediately afterwards they sing O Radiant Dawn, so the connection is really clear. This piece also contains what are called false relations, which are dissonances in the harmony. This is very typical for English Renaissance music, and we actually have what's called an English cadence, which is where there is an adjacent false relation in a cadence. The text comes from a 10th century hymn, which is an office hymn, so that would have been sung in Vespers and Compline Evensong, a text that everyone of the time would have known very well. The translation being, O light born of light, Jesus, Redeemer of the world, with loving kindness deign to receive suppliant praise and prayer. Thou who once deigned to be clothed in flesh for the sake of the lost, grant us to be members of thy blessed body. Thanks for listening, and I hope you enjoy our rendition of O Nata Lux.